Yeah, definitely hard work pays, and loyalty also pays. I started with a big man in 1992 when I completed university. So I was part of the team that started the party in this municipality or constituency. I was the acting youth organizer. I became the constituency secretary. I became the constituency first vice, and 3 terms as chairman. That is 12 years. So there's no doubt. And in all this, the 3 terms that I was the chairman, we won, even those who were in opposition at a point in time, but in the municipality or the constituency, we won all the time. My MP won, my president also won. So basically, I would say that in our party, they reward people who do hard work. That is exactly what the president did. Yeah, we've done a lot of projects. If I can give you sector by sector, when you come to the education sector, that's most of the things that we want around to see are part of the education sector project. And we see those that have been completed and those that are ongoing. This is about the second cycle level. We have about 35 school buildings, and about 20 of them are completed. When you come to the health sector, during my tenure, we built a theater to enhance the efforts of the polyclinic here, stuffed with equipment. We are now renovating our old assembly meeting place so that they will use it as ward, female and male ward. We've also built some chiefs compounds, of which we have not completed. Then we've also established a nursing training college in this municipality. Then when it comes to agri sector, we've built warehouse for the farmers. Then one district, one factory, which is ongoing. They are finished with the building, but it's left with the equipment. We also supply free seedlings of palm, oil palm to the farmers to enhance the tree crop production program by the government. You come to sanitation, a lot of boreholes have been drilled, refuse centers where we dump the refuse. We had only one place. We bought another land, about 5 acres, to also accommodate the refuse that we take. So basically, there are a lot of projects that we are doing. As for development, it's a process. There's no way you can finish all that you want to do. But the assurance is that most of the projects are nearing completion. So we'll be able to finish majority of them. I didn't even talk about the roads. You were eyewitness to the roads that we have started, the construction of the Kropong area, Dumping area, then the N8. There are others that are ongoing. So the assurance is that we'll be able, one thing is clear. When I came, I had projects that were not completed by the previous government. but I've been able to complete that. The veterinary, Obriaboa Secondary School, there's a building there, 6 unit classroom I've completed. We go to Swedro Kwapem, we've completed 3 unit classroom. Veterinary, just closer to the agri, we've completed that. So there are a lot that I also came to meet, about 6 projects we've been able to complete. So if I'm not able to complete, or the next person that comes should be, because of value for money, should be able to complete it for use by the citizen. Otherwise, when you say that because it was not started by your government, you're going to leave it to start a new one, we are not being fair to the citizens. Government is a continuous process. Whoever comes, whether my party or another party comes, they should be able to complete those that we were not able to complete. So when you look at the projects that the government has done for SHS, about 90% are done in the schools, the existing schools. And wherever we went, I told you about the boarding facilities. Obriaboa Secondary School is an old school, but we are just moving them to a new site so that the old site can be used by the nursing training, because with the nursing training, we are hiring some of these premises to do it. You understand? So it can never be the same. What we are doing, we've taken cognizance of the fact that even if it is a day school and it's not closer, you see this government for the past 6 years have been providing pickups, buses for secondary schools. So that is one way of resolving the issue of distance. The government knows what it's doing. Security, there is no problem, because as for security, if you build your house in your village far from the main town, you still have to provide security. So as for security, it's always with us. Yeah, basically, you see what is going on. Like I said earlier, you cannot finish the developmental agenda within 6 years. It's ongoing. But with my coming into office and with the support of the government and my MP, we've done a lot. Fosu did not have a high court, but we now have it through our efforts. You understand? Our polyclinic was not a complete one, but we've been doing well to provide. We've provided what you call it, doctor's bungalow, so that we have a permanent doctor here now. We have what do you call it, a theater. We are renovating a block for the wards. So you see there are improvements. We are strategically, we are doing a lot. The road sector, as we speak now, because of what we've been able to achieve, Fosu has now been designated as one of the regions, police regions in Ghana. It is called Central North, and there's a regional commander who is stationed here. So with the efforts, small efforts that we are doing, if there is always continuation of if government comes in and continue with the policies of the previous government, I think we'll move faster than the pace that we are moving. But basically, we are turning around the Fosu municipality. The directions, you can't follow the normal road directions, because there are times that they work at a portion, they have to close one side for others to move. That's why you are seeing so. But basically, the road safety people are here, the MTTD are here. So when they finish, they will be doing public education so that the drivers will be conversant with what we have. We do not have that one. So it has become a new thing for them. So they need to be educated so that they can use the runabout and the other road safely. Many challenges. The attitudes of the citizenry is not helping. You see, apart from what comes from government, we are supposed to mobilize funds from within by way of the small taxes that they pay, business operating permit, property reason, but they don't pay. They don't pay. Few pay, but most of them don't pay. So if we change our attitude, we will be able to rake in more money, so that the little things that we have to do will not wait for government funds from the central government before we can do that. If you're able to mobilize a lot at the local level, there are certain demands that the citizens make that we can resolve it quickly than waiting for what comes from the central government. The issue is that if you are not paying, you expect something to be done. Meanwhile, you are not paying. So whose money are we going to use so that you tell us kind of if we are able to, if you look at the properties in Assin, if really we are able to collect property rates and they pay, within the year we can rake in 1.5 million. The statistics are there. And 1.5 million is 15 million billion Ghana. It is more than what do you call it? It's closer to a year's common fund. You understand? So we wouldn't wait for common fund to come before we can do some of these major projects. And there are guidelines as to how we can use money that come to the assembly. We've been educating the public. When you collect IGF, you have to use 10% for capital projects. You understand? So if you don't rake in more, you cannot do any meaningful project for them to see. So the attitude is one. Then, apart from that, we are all politicians. The way politicians also behave is one. I have to tell you the truth. Personally, I don't go about promising when I know the funds are not there. I was trained in a home where, you see, you can't be telling lies and go scot-free. So at times, my workers and party people, they don't actually like the way I do certain things. Especially when you have to maybe say something for the crowd to clap, but later on you will not be able to fulfill that. So there are times that I'm slow in reacting to certain things because the funds will not be there. Don't go out there to promise. You understand? But the major problem or challenge is the attitude of the citizens. First, let me tell you, the opposition don't want to hear the issue of Russia-Ukraine war. But everywhere it is there. Everywhere it is there. And before this COVID-19 came, the economy was progressing. And when you take employment, who tells you that this government has not done well? We need to do more. But the government has done well in terms of infrastructure and the rest. It boils down to, I will admit, and my government has admitted, that things are not well. You understand? First of all, if you want to convince anybody, you have to first of all tell the truth. Right now, we are not in a good position. But the government has put in place a lot of measures to restore the economy back. And it's about, the next election is about records. We put records down. Tell you, I've been saying it here, and nobody has been able to challenge that. Of all the MMDCs that have come, those who did 4 years, those who did 8 years. Let me even put it in the form of governors, political parties. The NDC 8 years that they did before I came, my 6 years, they cannot match the 6 years. It's not about building primary schools and the rest. Strategically, you bring projects. Nursing training, they tried, they couldn't do it. I've been able to do that. The whole of Assin Enclave and Abu, we don't have a high court. We've been able to bring a high court because the condition was that we'll have to build a bungalow for the high court judge, and we built it. The same applies to polyclinic. We had to build a doctor's bungalow before they can bring a permanent. We've done that. You understand? So there are certain, apart from building the normal classrooms and doing the normal thing, there are certain things that this government in the municipality has done that puts the image of the party ahead of other parties. Fusu used to have only the main hospital here. It's a private hospital. You understand? You go there, the place is always crowded. You go there around 6 a.m., you come home around 4. But with the establishment of the polyclinic, Now they can do operations and the rest there. The burden here is shifting to this place. So at least citizens can also have health services at this place. When you take the courts, we normally say manso or litigation is not good, but it's part of us. People were going to Cape Coast High Court or Swedro High Court. So now if you can walk straight to Assin where you live to go to seek justice, the money that you use to go to Cape Coast, is it not saved? You understand? Is it not saved? Yeah. So these are some of the things that we are doing to impact on the citizen. But seriously, as for human beings, we always say that Oliver asks for more. Whatever you do, you need to make sure you're here. But basically, we are in a hardship situation. And like I said, the government is trying to put in measures to reduce the hardship. So going into elections, I will not say we are doing this basically for elections alone. You are put here to make sure you do things to support your citizens. You understand? And it's always good, as our elders say, good name is better than riches. You do things, 20 years, 10 years, people, those who come, oh, this man did well when he was put in that leadership position. It's not about what people will say currently, but doing something for the citizens to benefit now and in the future. So what I would say is that we are in a situation where all hands must be brought on board. Nobody should sit on the fence. Because if we sit on the fence and Ghana goes into a ditch, no one will be left out. We will all suffer. Let's put politics aside and make sure we support whatever the government is doing to restore the economy back. We also plead that whatever other citizens are also suggesting that they are bringing, the government also take it in good faith and make sure they add to whatever policies that they are going to put in place.
Thank you.